thing I remember, we
How we doing,
were
chat? All right,
headed
we're doing a
into the little
recording of
village
this
after
of
killing
D&D.
those two
We're not
guards
live streaming. Morty
outside of
had
the
a
Yeah,
lot of
village.
issues
we're
with
gonna
his
find
internet
an
tonight,
inn,
so sit
rest
back,
up, and figure out
relax,
what
Yes.
and enjoy
Forth
the
isn't
listen.
actually telling us,
No
and then figure out
webcams or
our next
anything. We're
steps.
trying to
And I know where
minimize
I
as
want to go.
much
Where
Thank
we
God I
last
wrote
left
that
off,
internet
you guys
a few
issue as
were
we
months
can
ago.
for Morty, so that he can
where we
be here
last
with us.
left
So.
off. We were you were about to enter the occupied village, and you had just rescued
Correct.
an older elf and a younger, assumably also elven child.
Yeah.
And
Oh yeah,
you
because
guys
they
were
were
going to
prisoners.
yes, and you guys were going to like interrogate them or something, but you never got around to it yet. And you also had Soreth woke
Well,
up.
we, I think we did as we were trying to get information out of them, but they were very, very, very frightened.
Frightened and very
I
dodgy.
don't obviously they don't trust. Yeah, they don't trust us. But I think um Elena was trying to like calm them down. From what I remember,
If I remember
she
correctly,
was
Elena
trying
gave the
to.
kid like candy or something, or a cookie.
Yeah, she gave the kid some candy, or yeah, a cookie from her infinite cookie bag,
Bag of
which is kind of
infinitesimal
neat.
cookies.
Bag of infinite cookies. Dear
I know it
God,
makes a common item. At some point, it's just the bag of infinite cookies. You can't put anything in it, but you can always find a cookie in there. Next be a really satisfying item. Completely useless most of the time, but very
I
satisfying.
remember that if we roll for an initiative, I roll with advantage. I need to
What?
remember that. Also, I need to
Oh, right, because
remember
one of the items, right?
from the item you
The
gave
weapon of
me.
warning?
Yeah. Also, we can't be surprised, Jester. Don't forget that. Yeah, the weapon of warning.
What? Oh,
That's
right.
what it
Can't be
does.
surprised. Yeah.
I can't be surprised. As long as I'm
That's
not
why it gave it
asleep
to you.
or it's not incapacitated, um, I can't be surprised.
I believe you still can't be surprised even if you're sleeping. It's just if it's not magical sleep.
I'll have
Yeah.
to look at it.
Incapacitated
There
by
was some
something
minor
other than non-magical
stipulations
sleep.
on other than non-magical sleep. Okay.
Yeah. Weapon magically
Right.
awakens you
Yeah.
or your companions within range if you're sleeping naturally when combat begins. So it just wakes everybody up.
Oh that's
It's real good. When I had a weapon of warning, it was a yakwa, the like short little shitty spear thing. And I never once used it in combat, but I was just attuned to it. So anytime we were asleep and enemies came, it would just scream. That's all it did. It just screamed at everyone. Not words. Just a blood
imagine
curdling
making
yell.
it's gotta be a scream. It's the best sound I can think for a sword to make, like an item to make. Just like loud goat screams.
God damn, how is my food still 21 minutes away?
So
So
everybody here?
yes.
I feel like we've lost some people.
No,
Like
I'm
some
here.
people are AFK.
No.
Okay.
I believe everyone's present enough.
We're all.
All right. Where we left off, these most of you were at the back of the cart. You were planning to try to sneak into the town, like hiding as pretending to be prisoners or something in the cart while someone drives it.
I believe I was driving it.
You were, yeah, because you fucking threw the homie off.
Yep.
And then I think Morty ran back to grab Soreth to find him awake.
I'm awake. Yeah, that's right. I think where we ended, we all convened at the cart.
Yes.
Yes.
You ended all at the same spot. So from there, it's largely up to you guys to how you're going to go about going into the town and whether or not you're actually going to the town right away. I think Butterball mentioned having a plan.
Okay, turn off the effect that you have.
What? What?
Butterball has some kind of cave effect on her mic right now.
Yeah.
That was so cursed.
But what the hell am I?
Well,
What?
There's
It was my tiefling voice.
You're a tiefling. Oh.
It was more like there was an effect or something because it was super duper quiet on my end.
Okay, well anyway.
Like I just couldn't hear anything.
Sound like you were being abducted by aliens.
Anyway, the plan was for us to go into the village to find an inn. We need to rest. I feel like some people need to heal. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
and then we
I
were
agree.
going
I'm
to.
gonna look at Sorith and say, I'm gonna say, friend, you. As much as I know you need to be in action and doing things, you need rest right now, friend. And I think that's our. I say that directly to Sorith.
Yeah,
because I have the sense that he wants to get up and go. The man needs some much needed recuperation.
I mean, he's got 6 hit points left. He's fine.
Hey, Gucci.
He's good.
He's not
thinking
correctly right now.
What? Oh yeah, he's got like 13% of his hit points. Maybe 15. I don't know. Math's hard.
Anyway,
he's not opposed.
Elena, how are the prisoners?
He's not opposed to taking to resting.
Okay,
he will consent to the fact that he's no good to any royals as he is.
Yeah, I think rest and then assessing this shit show that we are in currently is a good idea. Also, I really want to know how did Sorith find us? Like, what events led to Arkroth's passing so perfectly?
Crossing
is what I really want to know. Path crossing. Oh, how the turns have tabled.
Well, and also remember, we asked Sorith questions 3 months ago that he was pretty dodgy about answering. So need to pull out of him.
And just for a reminder, if something goes south with Sorith, it's still Tulip's fault.
I believe you also had something where one of you noticed that Sorith seemed to recognize the older elf.
Yeah.
I don't know which one of you noticed that, but one of you noticed that.
Yeah, totally.
Yep, definitely remember that.
I don't remember that.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, totally.
100%.
100%.
On God, for real.
I'm pretty sure when that happened, I still made a stare down at Patches because I knew that if something happened, it would be his fault. So that checks out.
I like how. God, I remember everyone's. Don't remind me, but I forgot your character's name, and I'm gonna remember it. Shit.
Just pull a Robin from One Piece and just refer to people by their role.
Who are you trying to remember?
Shit, Ranger. Ranger. I'm trying to remember. Thank you. Oh my god.
Oh shit, I don't remember any of your fucking homies' names except for Patches because
Patches the whole Patch. It's Patch. God damn it.
No, it's definitely Patches.
Damn it.
I mean,
it's definitely Patches.
Also tells you.
Yes.
I don't
also remember Imric's name because he was Lewis.
Yes. Because I was Lewis for a while. Because I didn't want you guys to hate me.
Only Butterball hates you.
Well, not really.
Clearly.
That's fair. That's deserved.
I'm not gonna come visit you.
What?
Sorry, I will come visit you. I'm not coming to visit you, Mud.
Oh God, why?
Oh,
I need this to stop. Hold on.
I didn't want
Does
to
that
see you
mean I'm
anyways.
like higher on the ranking than Mud is?
It's really not that hard.
All right, I'm good now. One of the Discord
Very good.
servers that I'm in, I had all notifications on because it's for like my normal D&D group. For like my
Mhm.
other, and normally it's pretty quiet unless we're like actually playing D&D and or something important happening. But then it just started going off of people just going back and forth saying dice. So there was like 50 messages of dice, and each one was pinging in my ears. And I was like, "No, that's gotta stop. That's gonna have to stop." But we're good now.
Oh, I found a
All right.
nug.
Don't eat
Score.
the nug. Don't eat the nug.
No, it's
Don't
the
eat
good
that.
kind of nug,
Score. I
Jester.
don't need it right now.
Definitely don't save it for later.
The nug to go with is
Don't
cocaine.
save it for. Oh my God! Get out of here.
You thought I forgot 2 months later?
It's 2 months later.
All right. So you got are you rolling up to the village first on like the cart?
Yes.
Who's
We're going to
I
the
think
village
so.
gate.
Yeah, I think that's definitely the
Who's-
plan.
There were originally 2 drivers. So who's going to be on the front and who's
I
going to
think
hide
it
in the back?
was. Um.
I know Patch
I
Adams
think
here was on the
we
front.
had the idea.
Yeah, I'm already on the front.
I think we had. I think we had the idea of Nasara and Elena being in the cart, and me and Patches on the. I don't
Yeah, I think
remember
so.
who.
Something like that.
I
I
think.
believe
I think
Sorth
that
was
was
also going to be
yeah.
in the back with the homies.
Yeah, because he's like bleeding out on us and kind of needs to chill.
Yes.
He's on the.
He's not bleeding that. He's got 6 hit points. He's okay. He's just
Oh,
bloody.
he's
Really
fine.
bad.
He's not dying. He's not making death
He's not
saves.
making
Can't
death
death
Oh,
saves.
yeah,
Any
that's
crit
true.
rules are
Because
done anyway.
He just has a low enough he's got low enough hit points that a commoner with a good damage roll could drop him. I
Just
think.
let him stay in the back.
Yeah. No, actually no, commoner still can't drop him. My bad. I thought they had
Alright, well let's.
but they had a plus to their damage and they do not.
No, it's probably just a D4.
Yeah, it is. But they have a
A
plus
D4
2 to
plus
hit,
0
and that's where my
evens.
confusion came in. So
Alright.
what we're going to do is we've got everyone in their positions. Gonna roll up to the
Mhm.
town. The town's expecting the cart. So they're not also it's a bumfuck nowhere town. So the guards on duty
Yes,
also don't super care.
Well, Jester, I remember Patch scouted and didn't see any other military personnel. From what I remember.
There was no other military
said
personnel
it
like
was-
actively guarding the gates
Correct.
or entrance because there's not really it's not like a walled city. It's a village.
Yeah.
So y'all are just gonna roll
a
up.
tiny little village.
We just rolling up, baby.
And no one's really gonna stop you. You might get a few you're on a military cart and a military cart that's owned by an invading force, so you definitely get some dirty looks. But none of the townsfolk are near brave enough to try to stop you. And there doesn't appear to be any military personnel that if there are any in town, they're probably elbow deep in alcohol at this point of the day. The only place in this town that seems super lively is like the tavern area, where there also appears to be a little bit of an inn next door to it, potentially connected, but it's unclear. Like they kind of look like a strip mall type thing where you look at it and you're like, oh, those 2 buildings could have a door connecting them, but could also walk in and just find that there isn't one.
Mm.
see, for the there aren't any signs for what either place is called. So you kind of just have to go off of like appearance to assume that that's an inn. It looks like there used to be signs, but they got like torn down or something.
I think we go to wherever the noise is. Or actually, no, if we're trying to sleep, or at least some of us are trying to sleep, we should go to the building that the noise isn't coming from.
Like the inn strip mall type thing next to it?
Indeed.
Indeed.
Cool. Walking in, I assume all of you are going in, or what are you doing with the cart?
I'll stand guard with.
Excellent. So the rest of you guys are going to the inn to inquire about room and board?
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Upon entry is kind of a haggard, exhausted looking man behind the counter who he appears to be human. You know, nothing overly special about him. He kind of just seems like the average villager. Happens to run this inn and looks like he's just had a bad couple of days. He looks up as you guys come in and he's like, "Oh, hi there. Soldiers looking for a place to stay, or what can I do you for?"
Yeah.
We need.
No, you go ahead.
Go ahead.
You're cool.
And say we need. How many rooms do we need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5? Do you have 5 rooms available?
Oh, no. No.
How many rooms do you have available?
I got 2.
All right, we'll take them.
Due to some supply issues, I normally offer a breakfast in addition, but that is unavailable at the moment.
It's no worries.
Times of
We'll take the
war are
rooms.
rough. Now, you said you wanted 2 rooms?
Whatever rooms you have available, we will take.
What?
Alrighty. That will be...
Is there an issue with that?
What? No, I just... Ooh. I have not been, I haven't had to put out a no vacancy sign in a long time. So many soldiers coming in, you know. All you youngsters in your wars. For the 2 rooms, it'll be about 10 silver a night.
I gave him 5 gold pieces. Ask him to not have anybody bother us.
Well, I'll keep the people away as best I can. You folks have a good night now. Will it just be the 4 of you, or are there more of you coming in? What's happening? Who am I allowed
We
to
have
let
one more
bother ya?
outside.
I believe you have like 4 more homies outside.
There we have.
You got the 2 prisoners too. And Sorth is not directly a part of the party, so he did not accompany you inside.
I forgot about the prisoners. Shit.
He's better than none. We can make it work.
We'll make it work. Sir, I'll ask the guy. Do you have any extra? There's only 2 rooms. Do you have any extra bed rolls for us, or anything that we can just roll out in the rooms?
Oh, give me a second to check the back. He's gonna like hobble through a door behind him. He's left 2 keys on the counter, but he's going to be gone for a few seconds. So if you want to gather the rest of the people inside,
Yeah, we'll do that.
you'll probably have a chance to get that done before anyone or before he even comes back.
I let
Yes,
Emmerich
we do
and Patch know that, I don't need to sleep. So let's make sure everyone else is comfortable. I can just meditate on the floor.
Also, for reference, most of you guys should have a sleeping bag as part of your starting equipment.
Yeah, I realized after I said that I have one of those, but the
We're still
bedrolls
gonna
aren't
need
for
at least
me,
a
they're for
couple.
the prisoners.
Yep.
Unless, well, I'm gonna give Sarah. Obviously, we'll separate it like, all the men in one room, all the
single woman, all the single
females in the
ladies,
other room.
all the single ladies.
The child's a girl. The small prisoner is a girl. I'll be right back. Supposedly my food is here.
So it'll be Nasara, Elena, and the prisoner in one room, and everybody else in the other room.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm fairly small too, so I'm not going to take up that much room.
Yeah, you can put him in a cage.
You shut your mouth. I'm going to take an action to put up my hood on my cloak. I'm going to stealth around to Nasara.
Then I drop kick you in the face across the room because you scared me.
You actually have disadvantage on perception checks to find me.
Actually?
Technically, and I have advantage, which is like an 18.
Advantage this dude.
Do we have disadvantage? I don't think that's true. You're making that up.
I have a cloak of elven kind, sir, and that says that as long as my hood is up, perception checks made to see me have disadvantage, and I have advantage on stealth checks made.
But what if I'm the elf that probably made that cloak, bitch?
That's really good. That probably doesn't matter.
Nope, it does not matter.
The magic works how the magic works.
Oh, it's magic.
All right, roll with disadvantage. I got it. 11.
Yeah, I disappear on you. I rolled an 18 on my stealth check.
And I say, bitch, I rolled at 24 on disadvantage. Nice.
No, you didn't.
No, you did not.
I pull out a big old giant, like the nicest looking lettuce ball you've ever seen. It's like butter lettuce.
Butter lettuce?
Dude, butter lettuce is the shit.
Lettuce. Butter lettuce is the shit. That's like the fancy lettuce.
Yeah. I actually have some in my fridge right now.
And I just go like, Patch.
And out of the shadows of the corner of the room, you just see a middle finger come up from my paw.
Now I know where you are.
It worked.
It worked.
Ah.
It was a simple spell. Quite unbreakable, though.
Guys, I just cast it.
You just what?
What did you cast?
Did you know on the roundup function in Excel, you could add negative?
Are you working right now?
No, I'm updating our household find that when I for reason. Okay.
Oh. Man, Jester's taking his sweet ass time getting this food.
He really is. I think my internet
I'll
is
do
back.
it. Don't. Oh.
I am not doing anything. I'm literally not doing anything.
That's you were saying.
He literally can't do anything, or his internet will shut out, right?
Let me do a test. No. Nah.
Operation Food was a failure.
Oh.
Oh no.
I delivered my food to the wrong fucking door.
Bruh.
Go to
Homie said he was going to come
the
back to get
door.
it, so, maybe it'll be here eventually.
Yikes.
Anyway, everyone's been gathered around, and when the old man returns, he's going to be, a little bit startled to go from like 4 people inside to like 9 people inside. He's got more of a, oh no, that's a lot of people in 2 rooms.
Well, you don't have any more,
Well.
so we just gotta kind of deal with it.
Oh well,
We'll make it work.
I found a couple of it's not much, but some old blankets that were phased out when we got new ones for the beds and such. But they should do you nice.
Thank you. We'll take them.
They hand you effectively 2 sleeping rolls, like old, kind of scratchy blankets, but like they're blankets.
Yeah.
And then he's going to give you 3 pillows. Just to make it
Should
a
be
little bit
more than
nicer
enough.
at night. You all enjoy your stay. Hopefully hopefully the soldiers don't come back to harm you if that's why you're concerned. You all have a nice night.
Can I
Behind his
do
counter.
an insight check on this dude? I feel like he was gone a long time.
Oh yeah,
Does
sure.
he seem like somebody that would what I'm looking for specifically is, did he just go rat on us?
What is your passive insight out of curiosity?
My passive perception is only 13.
No, not perception. Passive insight. It's figured out the same
My
way.
passive insight is 14. My passive perception and passive insight are both 14.
How do you find out your passive insight?
Your passive insight.
You have your D&D
10
Beyond sheet
plus
up.
whatever you get whatever your bonus to insight is.
I have a +3 to insight.
So your passive insight's a 13.
There you go.
So you don't even have to make a check to know that you've paid him a lot of money. This is probably as much money as he would make in a couple of weeks. So he's not gonna. His lips are sealed.
Okay.
You gave him enough money that he knows that you're definitely not soldiers, and asking him to make sure no one bothers you. He's very certain that you're wanted by someone. So he's just genuinely wishing you luck.
All right, cool.
Cool.
Oh, I'm gonna go try to find our room.
Yeah, let's make our way to the rooms.
He points vaguely up the stairs and tells you that conveniently they're both right next to each other.
Handy.
Handy dandy. Both rooms are Are they the only 2 rooms upstairs, or did he give us like,
There's
oh, it's the
there's
last
like
2 on the list?
there's like 4 or 5 rooms upstairs, and then there's a 3rd floor that has like 4 or 5 rooms. You guys are on the 2nd floor, and you have 2 rooms closest to the stairs.
Good. That's good. Quick exit if needed.
Yep.
Indeed. Also, I when I ran to grab my food, I heard talk about splitting up who was in that room.
Mm-hmm.
The older elf is going to be very adamant about staying in the same room as the younger elf.
Fair. I don't think anybody.
Well, I think honestly, before we go to bed, all of us need to be in one room and we have to have a little chat.
Also, the homie came and knocked on my door and brought the food to the right place, so life is good now.
Go get. Do you got it?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
My roommate actually answered the door because I didn't hear them knock, and he came up to my room and was like, "Yeah, there's your food." Bro, I can't.
Yeah, I mean that
Picture this case.
definitely. Sorry, what, Jester?
So I'm gonna take a picture of this quesadilla because this is a fucking quesadilla. Holy shit!
Oh, that sounds so good.
Go on. He's gonna do it to
Wait,
us.
yeah. I sure am. Yeah. You guys are gonna gather everyone into one room.
Just to have a little chat first, I think.
That's a fucking quesadilla.
Let's get the rooms set up, and then we'll all go into one room, and then kind of meeting up a bit.
Chitty chat.
Alrighty. I will let you guys begin the conversations, and I'll see what answers you can get from there.
Dude, that quesadilla looks fucking bomb.
It tastes pretty good too.
Is it like a breaded chicken quesadilla?
Yeah, there are whole ass chicken tenders in this quesadilla.
Oh my god, that's. Oh my god.
It came with sour cream that's super bomb. And this is just a damn good quesadilla.
All right. So, guys, what's our plan? This is mostly targeted at Sorith.
Not presently have a plan that could help you. I need to properly get my bearings and tend to my wounds before I'm able to make a tactical plan and understand exactly what's happening right now.
I do think as much as we would like to figure this out, I do kind of agree with Sorith that maybe we should hold this conversation over breakfast when everybody is well rested.
That same note, however, I do recommend keeping an eye on that one. Liable to run away in the middle of the night. He's going to gesture towards the older elf.
Well, Nasara is also an elf, so she can keep a good eye on. Can I? Does my passive insight or perception give me anything on why Sorith would say that?
Beyond the fact that you already know that they recognize each other, nothing much.
Okay. There's a question I want to ask Sorth about that, but I'm gonna wait until everyone goes in there, because me, Sorth, and Patch are gonna be in one room.
Yep.
And then the prisoners, Elena and Nasara, are gonna be in the other room. So
Understood.
I say, as much as we would like to figure things out now, I do think rest and food is a better, give everybody a better head, to talk about things. Thing in the morning is best for this conversation. I don't think we're going to get much information out of Sorth in his current state anyway.
Yeah, chances are.
The other elf looks a little slightly offended at this, but also does not dispute it.
Offended at what?
At what Sorth said.
About being
right.
And the young elf, like the kid, or I mean, she looks like she's probably 16, 17, if you had to make an equivalence from like elven years to human years. So she's like almost an adult, but wandered over to like a corner and is kind of sitting away from everyone.
Oh,
the older. Pardon?
I just say I think it's time to get some rest.
Yep.
Awesome.
I agree.
I'm for some night time.
So as you guys split into your different rooms, if you guys want to have any like more personal conversations between the people in your rooms, we can do that real quick. Or if you don't want to, you can just skip to morning.
I do. I would like to. I just want to. Ask Sorith. I'm like, look, I know we want to figure things out in the morning, but how do you know that elder elf prisoner? You seem to know this person. Who is he?
It is not my place to speak of past employers.
Okay, Sorith, you need to stop with this vagueness that you've been giving us this whole time. You and us are in the same shitty mess, so if you could be open with us, that would be extremely helpful.
Unfortunately, I cannot be open with you.
Sorith, you can. Why are you being an ass?
The amount of top secret information that I know.
We are literally about to lose this entire fucking country to the Imperials.
If we haven't already.
If we haven't already. So maybe, if you would be some forthcoming with information, we would be able to do more about it. I'm tired of your constant illusion and vagueness. Sorith?
It is not my place
to Sorith?
Other people's secrets.
Right now?
That is wrong.
Oh my god. So you're willing to let the entire empire fall because you want to keep a secret?
If I was not able to keep the secrets that I've been given, then I would not be worth the life that I have. That is the only reason I am still alive.
Sorith, in normal times, I would 100% agree with you. But we are at war. Just give me something.
If you want to know about their past, you talk to them themselves.
I just don't understand why you can't trust us. I've saved your life. We've saved your life twice now.
It does not matter whether or not I trust you. What matters is that whether or not the people that gave me those secrets trust you.
The Queen trusts us.
No, she doesn't. She employs you. There's a difference.
Okay. Well, I really think you need to start being more open with us, because we have been nothing but open with you. And that's, if you're not going to say anything, Can I make a persuasion check? At least?
Maybe. You can probably tell that he won't tell you most of anything that you want to know. He did give you a bit of a hint, though, as he did call the former elf his former employer.
His former employer, yes. I am taking that. I'm putting that in like the back. Like, I just want more information. I think my Emmerich would understand that and kind of hold on to that, but I gotta no. There's no way. I got a 4 on persuasion. Look, Sorith, it's fine. I really hope one day you can trust me, because we're in this shitty mess together.
But I'm
just gonna go to bed.
Perhaps I can tell you more secrets when I am no longer bound to not.
Can I just pose something to you, Sorith?
He puts a heavy emphasis on the word bound.
Sorith, can I just pose something?
He can.
I'm just posing a question. You told us when we found you that we had been gone from that portal for weeks.
Indeed.
What if the queen's already dead?
Well, I can very confidently say that she's not.
So you're in communication with her then?
Not exactly. It's more I would certainly know if she died.
Look, I'm getting the impression that you might be magically bound to not say this information. But do you know how our paths crossed? Did you find us, or are you just gonna say that was the whims of fate? Because that seems a little bit unlikely. But the fact that our paths crossed again seems
I used a
too
spell to hunt
coincidental. Okay, that makes sense. Well, look, Sorith, I know you're hurt. You need some rest. I'm just stressed, and the situation is fucked, and I get you have a duty. I wish you could trust me more. And after that, I'm just gonna go to bed. I don't think it's clear.
Either of you can make an Arcana check if you'd like.
Okie dokie. Oh, this is pure D20 here, baby. I got 10.
I got 17.
Ooh.
The 10, you're not familiar enough with magic to really know. With a 17, you're in a moment of clarity. Some things are starting to kind of make sense to you, where it feels like he's bound by a type of magic that you've only ever heard like rumors of. That's with a 17, you know like the name of the spell to be Geish. And he is, whether or not he wants to tell you is unclear, but he definitely cannot tell you.
He definitely cannot. Okay.
You're just familiar enough with the spell to know that if someone goes against their Geish, it can cause them an extreme amount of damage.
Probably death, also. Or close to it.
I mean, at his current hit points, he would probably just die.
Yeah.
Yeah, chances
I mean, this is out of game. I'm sure Patches would relay this. Would relay that info to me, because he's
actually, you hear in your head that exact thing. I don't say it out loud because I don't want him to fucking worry about it. But
I relay back that I had a feeling there was some, given the situation we are in, and Sorth is an intelligent man, this is all in our head. I
Yeah.
feel like he would be more forthcoming with information if he could, given the situation that we are in. So, yeah. Before I go to bed, I look at Sorith and say, I understand being bound to duty and I respect you for it. And then I go to sleep.
Now switching to the other room, assuming there's nothing else. Any of you guys want to have a conversations with anybody? It's Nasara, Elena, and the 2 prisoners in there, right?
Mm-hmm.
They are prisoners? Or they are prisoners from
they were prisoners from the wagon, so they're technically no longer prisoners now, but they stuck with you because if they went off on
so I accidentally added like okay, Nazara, are you gonna meditate?
Yeah, so what I'll do is how many sleeping rolls did we get? Like for
Like
our room?
I think he said 2. 2 extra.
2 extra blankets and 3 pillows, which we left to you guys because I have a bedroll. I gave Sorith the bed because he needs it more than me and Patch.
Okay, so yeah, I'm just going to roll out my sleeping bag, kind of fold it up, so I can sit on it comfortably and meditate near the door. So since I won't be in a deep sleep, I can still be awoken easily by any commotion outside.
Awesome.
I suggest that the youngling gets the bed. They'll probably need the more rest than us. If we, for whatever happens tomorrow, we should let them have some good, solid rest. Yeah.
No, he's definitely not, the older elf's definitely not like sleeping in the same bed. He's just going to be. He's going to be on like the floor nearby, but he just wouldn't leave her alone in a room with a couple of strangers.
Fair enough.
He's probably doing the same thing Nasara is doing, just closer to the younger elf.
Yeah, he's also an elf, so he's also doing the trance thing.
Yeah.
And in fairness, she's also an elf, so she's also doing the trance thing.
Okay, then screw it. I'm taking the bed.
Valid.
They will probably offer you the bed because elves understand the need for other species to sleep.
Pathetic.
Weak mortals needing sleep.
Right. I do ask before we really start like meditating and all that. Why were you guys prisoners?
Doing this in Elvish?
I guess. I mean, and technically, I could in order to disrupt any possible eavesdropping going on outside the room, and then I could just relay it to you. I guess.
I am. The older elf starts to talk, but is cut off by the younger one. We were held prisoners because we were important to their empire, to their plans. We did not want to be, but we had to be.
Important in what way?
This time it's going to be the older elf that's going to stop her from talking. Unfortunately, that is not something that I feel comfortable sharing with strangers for the safety of everyone involved.
Would I be able to persuade you otherwise if I said that we are hired by the queen herself?
If anything, that would convince me to do the opposite. Okay. Your ice queen, your traitorous regent, is not any better than the empire that you fight now.
Where did they pick you up at?
hard to remember, really. We've been held prisoner by them for a couple of years now. It was a prison, it was a transport, really. We were being moved from one location to another as their plans came to fruition.
Do we need to be worried about you all betraying us or turning us in?
We have no one that we could turn you into. However, take it from an old man. You should always be wary of betrayal. As he says this, it definitely doesn't take much to tell that he's speaking very much from experience in that last bit there.
Yep.
Do you have any further questions you wanted to ask them before they or attempt to ask them before they settle down?
I ask Elena if she has any questions she wants me to ask. I kind
Okay.
of quickly fill her in of what they respond to, just in
Right.
common tongue, but a little bit quieter, just so that, again, we're trying to not draw too much attention to our rooms.
They headed next.
Did the soldiers that were holding you prisoners say where they were heading to after here?
Certainly didn't say anything to us. However, if I had to venture a guess, from the pathways that we were on, it's likely they were taking a winding path towards the former capital, in hopes of. I mean, what's a better place to store your great enemies than in a seat of power that you have now taken over?
Are we still telepathically able to connect with Patch and Emmer next door?
Yeah, you should be able to.
So I just filled them in with our conversation and tell them essentially it sounds like the capital has been overran.
Them if they know any safe place in the area or if they know anywhere to go.
Do you guys know anywhere that all of us would be safe from becoming prisoners?
No, not anymore. Not in this country. However, now that we are free, we're going to come back to the capital regardless. One way or another, a stand must be made there. A message must be sent. And I think if that message is sent properly, it could spur the people to keep fighting harder and better than they ever have before.
So, wait, does that mean he at least doesn't want the Empire to win this war?
I mean,
This is an out-of-game question.
that he
I'm
was
not really.
given he was a prisoner of the Empire, not likely. He probably hates them just as much as he doesn't
Yep.
like your queen.
He's probably trying to pick the
Interesting.
lesser of two evils of who not necessarily help, but probably not going to side with the people that kidnapped him and his kid.
Held them prisoner for 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Did you all ever travel through the forest?
Are you aware of how little that narrows it down?
Saying in general, if the Empire just tore the whole forest down in the process, then there's probably not a forest left, right?
I've lived in numerous forests. I've traveled through many forests. If you're talking about the forest around the capital, I haven't been to the capital in over. Gods, it must have been 90 or so years ago. I do not know the state of your capital, beyond rumors from prisoners who've said, or from soldiers who've said that they've breached the gates or they've captured a castle or whatever.
Okay. Well, let us all get some rest, and we will convene with the others in the morning, and we'll figure out our next plans. And I just go and sit on my sleeping bag by the door.
I asked Nasara through our telepathic connection before I go to sleep. Do you know, are you skilled in any form of trap making? Could you trap the door? Is there a window in our rooms? That's another question I want to ask.
There is.
Or are they windowless?
There's a window in each of your rooms.
Okay.
In the room that the prisoners are in, it faces towards like the backyard area. And the room that you guys are in is across the hall. And it's facing towards the road.
Okay. This is open telepathic to the party. Does anyone know any sort of trap making skills that we could trap the windows and the doors just for some extra redundancy in case one, either they try to escape or somebody tries to escape? Even Sorith potentially could escape if he felt the means to.
I do not.
Define trap making. I mean, there's. Are we trying to,
any sort of alarm that if the window opens or if the door opens, it would make noise?
No, I don't have anything like that.
I mean, you have your sword.
Yeah, but the sword is more for if we get attacked. That's what I'm not. I'm worried about them escaping. I don't think the sword will let me know, like, hey, these two people are escaping, you know? I'm more worried about them escaping through the window than my sword. Correct me if I'm wrong, Jester, but my sword isn't going to be like, give me a warning that they're escaping, is it?
No, probably not, because that's not a threat to you guys.
It's not exactly. So, yeah.
And
unfortunate.
I hold an action.
I mean, that's mostly for like a combat thing. Can't really like hold an action for an entire night, otherwise you don't get any rest. But you can like cast a spell or something now if you'd like.
Oh no, I was gonna hold.
What I think Morty is goldfishing here for is, does anyone know the first level spell alarm?
No.
I don't even know if that's a spell that I can learn.
Clerics? They might be able to. I've never actually like used the fucking spell before, so I don't know.
Okay. So the question that I had wanted to ask the elves was, sounds like they're gonna go to the capital.
The capital will need all the help it can muster.
And my follow-up question is, where's the map? I can look at it again.
I'm a map. Sorry. I'll find a map. Hold on.
follow up. And I try to reach.
Nice.
You can like try to talk to her, but there's no good chance that there's no like big chance you'll get an answer.
Okay. So I think I still have half a cookie. I'll sit on the.
There's one thing I could do, but it wouldn't be deemed polite if I did it to Sorth or our freed prisoners. Is I could zone of truth the area and ask if they're going to escape, but
God damn.
yeah.
Are you going to run away? What? Zone of truth. Hey.
Mm-hmm. But it's not an exactly. That's a very forceful thing to do. Most people don't like it when you zone of
I
truth
don't
them.
take too kindly
So
to that.
I let you guys know that I could, but I'll leave that up to how you guys feel about it.
No.
No?
No, she's not appearing. You could probably make an educated guess that you likely won't talk to your patron again until you complete the task that she asked you for.
Well, nobody wants to talk to me about what our plans are.
Forgot about that. I have a task too. I have to repair a broken god. That's fascinating.
Yeah.
It was just mourning it, so hope they don't recognize.
Everyone can successfully take a long rest.
Yay!
Yay!
Hooray!
So the prisoners have very little chance of running away, given that Nasara will still be like fairly, like they won't be perfectly perceptive, but like perceptive enough to be able to see if someone gets up to leave. Because they're not actually sleeping; they're just meditating. And Sorth could run away; he just doesn't want to.
Oh, Emery likes you.
Yeah. We're gonna be friends, I can tell.
Bestest friends.
Best friendo.
I have hit points again. Yay.
Damn, Sorth's got hit points again too. Feels good. More than 6 is crazy. He hasn't had that in like 3 months.
Don't you love it? Mortally wounded at 1 HP. Rest for 8 hours. You're good to go.
In fairness, it's also not even rest for 8 hours because he's an elf, so it's actually just rest for like 4 hours and read a book for the last 4.
Oh, why'd I give this motherfucker the bed then? Forgot he was an elf.
He's you could definitely tell that he's a different kind of elf because I believe Nasara is wood elf, right?
There is though, like the way I see it, if you're an elf and you are at 6 HP, rest is still gonna do you some good, you know?
Yes, for sure.
Overrated.
But Nasara's a wood elf, right?
Correct.
So for clarity's sake, Nasara clearly a wood elf.
Sorth is dark elf, right?
He's pretty. He's not
Is he
actually a drow. He's not a drow, but he's like in actual D&D lore wise, he would be from the Shadowfell, so he's a Shidarkai.
Oh yeah, shit.
I need to... Like I know how to spell wood elf. I'm good.
He's basically just like a pale-skinned elf. He's not a drow, so he's not like light sensitive, but he's not like traditional elf, and the 2 prisoners that you capture are both high elves.
Oh, so that's why they're so uppity.
Yeah, for sure, that's the reason.
It's not that they've been prisoners for the past 3 years.
You know what? I'm a rabbit. I don't know the difference.
Yeah, but
I'm a fucking bunny, bro. I don't know what you want from me.
How do you spell gayish?
Excuse
do
me?
I wake up in his patches?
Excuse me?
Gaish.
Gayish, sorry.
Gayish.
That's gayish. I spelled it Gaesh, or how you
I think
I am
it's
offended.
I think that's right. I think you might be forgetting like an I. I think it's GAEI or IE. I think there's an I in there somewhere. You're gonna have to ask Jester. I don't have any of that info in front of me.
I forgot I had push to talk on. You spelled it exactly right, except there's no H at the end.
Okay.
It's a Gaelic word.
Interesting.
Okay.
It's a really
So it's just GAES.
Yes, it's probably one of the most fucked up spells in D&D. I'm gonna be real. Have you ever
I
read
use a lot of Gaelic?
Have you ever read the spell Gaish?
Do I wake
spell
up with
super fucked?
It's a fucked up spell. It's basically like you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the spell in Harry Potter that Snape makes with
the unbreakable
Malfoy's mom. The
unbreakable power.
truth spell, basically. Yeah. That's what it reminds me of.
It's the spell's not okay. And most worlds don't view it as inherently evil because like, oh, it's just enchantment magic. It's not like necromancy. It's fine. But like for in this world, you know for sure that enchantment magic like that is generally frowned upon as like that's kind of fucked, bro. It's not illegal, but it's like taboo enough that people are like, man, that's not okay. Why would you do that?
And I've made the assumption that he's like
Yes.
gayish on him.
Potentially.
Shouldn't. But I don't for it. I won't get that for more levels.
Well, the morning time has come. Everyone's well rested. No one's dead.
Do I wake up with Patch like curled in
That is not up to me to decide.
like
Are you like fucking pet me, bro?
Got a problem?
And that's the exact time
I wasn't petting you. You're the one who curled up.
No, I may be tiny, but I'm not a little spoon.
Sorth wakes up to this conversation.
Buddy.
Or Sorth looks up from his book during this conversation, just like, no. Just no.
Just no.
Give Patch a little pat on the head.
He's gonna pull up a plate of food. Like it seems like he left the room to get food at some point, but came back. Like I grabbed a couple of plates of food from the diner nearby. If you either of you would like, we've got sausages and salads. Very strange breakfast options, but you know, beggars can't be choosers in times of war.
Sorth, I appreciate that. I just start eating.
We eat all the salad.
Eating. Like Diane Keaton.
When the other
Sausage, you know.
the fellows in the other rooms, like if they open the door, why not? They'll find like 4 plates of food waiting for them there too.
Nice.
Sora can be a homie sometimes. He's having a bad time.
I get it, you know, he's bound.
He's not high enough level to just say, fuck it, I'll ignore the gauge and take the damage. Because that shit does 5d10 each time you ignore the gauge.
Oh my god.
Gauge is such a
Jesus
painful
Christ.
spell.
That is balls.
As me, Patch, and Sword are eating, I'd be like, is there anything you can tell me that won't? Is there anything you can at this moment? I know there's things you can't say, but what can you say?
The best I can tell you is the current state of your capital the current state of the capital is at best estimate about 80% conquered. And the queen's icy shields have fallen. But she's not dead. It's quite possible she's not even in the castle anymore. But she does remain existing.
Currently in our situation?
Pardon?
Or
we put the map
somewhere? We can. Well, I'll wait to ask that question. All there.
I posted the map in the in like the actual voice chat like text channel.
Yeah.
Where are we again?
Without everybody present.
You're near the Broken Skull Spears Pass. You guys went down the path towards, I believe, Isengorn, and you're at a village like halfway between.
Capital is S.
Correct. And from your conversation with the elf last night, you can guess that when he was talking about the roundabout route to Eston, they're going to go down Isengorn to Abrea, and then up to Eston. Got it?
Am I of the being heard?
Yeah, sorry.
Cool.
Now.
Hi there.
I could hear you. I was just typing things. The elves are planning to go down to Isengorn. Roger.
Well, that's the perceived, or that's the assumed plan that they were assuming the cart was going to take.
Ah.
They would like to take the most direct route there.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're seeking to take the most direct route to Eston. Well, now it's the morning, and you can all convene together in one of the rooms to discuss whatever it is you intend to discuss or plan.
Right. So, worth watching the elf.
Well, aren't we all together? So we need Sorth when we need Sorth conversation. Am I coming in clear or no?
Yeah, we can hear you. I just don't know if anybody knows.
Okay.
I said sure.
While you guys make your decision real quick, I'm gonna run downstairs and grab a glass of water. Because unfortunately, this quesadilla is very dry.
The thing we should be wary about is isn't going to make it to its destination. And when it isn't, that's going to raise.
All I heard was make it to destination.
Have...
That doesn't happen.
Stupid internet.
Damn. It's definitely San Diego.
I am back with tasty beverage of water.
Okay.
Unfortunate. Did you all come to a decision of what the the base plan was?
No. I don't even know who else.
Ah, excellent. I believe the plan was originally like gather everyone around to make like a group plan. But I'm unclear.
Morty, are you back?
I don't know. Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you.
Yes.
Am I coming in clear?
Yeah.
Yes.
For now, yeah.
Okay. For now. All right. So one of the initial things I was posing is that eventually is not going to make it to its given destination, and that's a lot of alarms. It doesn't get to where it needs to go. Yeah.
Well,
so it's just something we need to be mindful of.
Let's go to the constable if there's, getting punishment and
This is a small enough town that they definitely don't have a jail. This is like the kind of town where you've got like the village watch, maybe, of like 2 or 3 people.
Okay,
like
okay. Let's go find troublemaker.
I feel, madam, that it would be better for everyone involved if the cart just disappears.
Mm-hmm.
They'll send people to hunt it down, clearly. However, it won't put anyone's lives in danger besides our own, and I'm inclined to believe that our lives are already in danger.
You're probably not wrong on that.
It is likely that
It's a dude.
Did you kill the drivers? Do they yet breathe?
It was like 3 months. I don't.
I also don't remember.
We
pretty sure you guys did. Or if you didn't, they were beat up enough that you were pretty sure they were dead.
Defeated 4 Imperial.
Yeah. Because if I remember correctly, I don't think Patch held back at all.
No.
And I seem to remember Nassara shooting someone. So I'm gonna go. I'm going to guess they're probably dead.
Okay, yes, we.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I wrecked some people.
Yeah, the older elf would like to put forth his own idea. I believe that we could backtrack towards the pass again and take the direct route to Eston. Now, this will be a dangerous route to Eston, but the fastest way there. If that is where you all ultimately would like to go. My associate and I fully intend to go to Eston whether or not any of you agree to come with.
Down with backtracking, but I would really like to.
Where's the map?
It's in the voice chat, like text chat that's connected to it. So say,
Gotcha.
what is? I suppose that is the port city. That is an important location, but what do you seek to find there? Do you have allies? It's the older elf.
We're going somewhere for shopping?
That seems oddly vague enough that sounds important enough. What if you and your compatriots go ahead to Sose? And me and her. He seems very adamant about avoiding using her name. Me and her shall go to meet you in the forest near Eston.
Can I try to talk to the girl and find out what her name is?
All right, are you wanting to like talk to her right now in like this normal setting, or try to talk to her like privately?
Well, I don't think that dude is going to let her be private.
Valid.
So
I mean, no one's going to stop you from speaking with her. He just might stop her from answering some things.
I just want to know what her name is. So I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna hop over. I'm gonna be like the fucking cartoon bunny that all of a sudden turns super cute. And I'm just gonna ask her what her name is.
My name is Alicia Zen, and as she's saying her last name, the older elf cuts her off. It's like, just the first name will do. You can call me Eldril.
Does what I heard of the last name sound familiar? Like have some kind of historical purpose or anything like that?
How old is Patch?
Oh fuck, dude. 27.
Ah, excellent. You might be old enough to have heard something before, so I'll let you make a history check with like disadvantage. Unless you've studied history at some point in your life.
Fuck me.
Did I hear her say this as well? Like, since I am older?
I mean, hypothetically, all of you potentially heard it because he asked in a public setting.
Natural 16, so I got an 18 total.
Damn. Okay. And anyone else can also roll. Anyone less than 100 can roll at disadvantage. And then anyone, over 100 can just straight roll.
It's a disadvantage.
Yes, it's an old ass name.
Yeah.
We're not going to talk about what I rolled.
Excellent. You're not a history buff.
What are we rolling?
She said part of her last name before it getting cut off.
I mean, I did live in the trees, so it's
We're rolling a history check with disadvantage.
If you're less than 100.
If you're less than 100 years old.
Or if you haven't studied history.
Oh.
If you've
I have proficiency in history.
If you've genuinely studied the history of the country, then you can roll it at regularly too.
I genuinely.
I rolled a 16.
Excellent. So, what was everyone's roll? I know
I had an 18 total.
You had an 18. Butterball has a 16. Mud said no.
It depends. This is up to you, Jester. I have proficiency in history, and I feel like some sort of historical training would have been necessary as an officer in the military, but I will. It's either a 10 or a 19. That's totally up to you.
It's probably your training as an officer probably didn't include like old history of the country, more like modern politics. So
I agree. That's fair. So it's a 10.
Most of you have lived in this country long enough that you've heard like whispers of a name that sounds similar to that. Where you only heard the first part, but from the way the elf reacted and guessing from how old this elf is, judging, she looks like she's 16, 17 by an elven standard, so between 80 and 90 years old.
Yeah.
So from the time period, and judging from the way that the older elf cuts her off, sounds like they might be speaking of the name Zentrani, which is the name of the royal family before the current queen took over.
Oh.
What was her name again? Alicia?
Alicia.
Are we...
Alicia.
No wonder they don't trust.
And I wrote El Dorado, which
it's Eladril.
El Dorado.
I was like, I can't remember what.
Eladril.
How about Zentrani?
Xantrani.
No, spelling's not terrible.
So everyone that rolled 10s at least probably heard of the name Zentrani, but don't really know the significance of it. And the two of you that rolled above 16, or 16 or above, are a little bit more familiar with the current queen, the heretic queen as she's called often, wasn't actually like part of the royal family or supposed to be the queen. She was supposed to be a sitting regent until the heir was old enough, but the heir disappeared.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
How long has she been in power?
Roughly 80 years.
The thought pliggins.
The same amount of time that the older elf said it's been since he was dead. About the same amount of time that the older elf said it's been since he went to Eston.
So that being the case, that we're at least semi-familiar. I was going somewhere with that, and I lost track of my thought.
He's the heir.
It seems less that he's the heir, and more that she's the heir.
Yeah.
Can you give me their ages again? Not follow.
The older elf hasn't really given his age, but he's definitely like a seasoned older elf, so it's probably at least 500.
I look at him and I say,
he's like Tulip's age.
Shut your mouth.
Because you said she was 17, but that means
16 to 17 by like elven standards, so she's between 70 and 80.
Yeah.
Probably closer to 80 though. No, I said
still very young for an elf.
No, I said she was between. I said she was between 80 and 90 because that's what 16 to 17 would be in elven.
That math checks out.
So I just look at I look at him and I say, so, and there's a look of understanding that comes over my face, and I say, so are you on the run and got captured, or were you somehow exiled?
We are running no longer. The time has come to put this nation at ease and return it to its glory, or at least peace. I do not know what you're insinuating at this time. But
I think you do.
Seek to save this country.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not against anyone here. I'm just trying to figure out what your situation is.
We are criminals of your queen, and we're criminals of the Empire because of our connection to your queen.
But you're more than just that.
I am nothing more than that.
You know what I mean.
My compatriot might be, but that is not my place to say.
Man, everybody is all about not being in a place to say shit.
It's amazing how even though the death of a nation is sitting right in front of us, nobody can be open with anything that we need to make any sort of help or progress towards. Why
El Dorado double crossbow.
El Dorado. I fucking love that. The poor gold man. Because he's also a high elf, and high elves have like a golden kind of vibe to them, so El Dorado also just works.
That's amazing. Wow, I just rolled 2 20s. What the fuck?
I both hate and love that so much.
I'll try to remember Elod.
Sorith, what do you feel? Do you think our best course is to head back to Eston? Or
it sounds as
is
though
there some advantage in taking a trip to Sose?
Sounds like a compatriot has something to do in Sose. And I, as well, have a lead that I could follow in Sose. So if you all think that a detour could help our odds, I am on board with it. As it stands now, us just rolling up on Eston, we will make no difference.
Yeah, yes. I don't really think rolling right into the capital is gonna help us do anything. I'll look at El Dorado and ask him, maybe a persuasion check, very politely. Is there any way we can convince you and your compatriot to make this detour with us?
You can go ahead and roll.
Okay.
Y'all, Elena sits up real fast. Runs off to brush her.
So you're gonna run off to brush your teeth? What?
Oh no.
Elena does, because she just remembered that.
Oh, yeah, of course.
What the fuck?
Are you good, Morticia?
No, everyone's talking like through a tunnel. Hold on.
I don't have any.
Hello.
Just blame Butterball.
Okay, well, it's still the thing. I got a bloop boop 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 boop. Where is my persuasion? I got a 15.
Excellent. Aledril's going to start to shake his head no, but Alicia's just going to put a hand in front of him. It's like, I believe that is a wise move. I think that me just arriving at Eston and yelling nothing
Well,
will do nothing.
I say, given no other option, then I agree with Elena and Sora that we should make our way to Sosei.
Elena comes.
It's going straight north, the
There?
safest option, though.
Hey, so question. Oh, Morty. This is an above table question.
Just no sound. Just
Above
no
the table.
sound at all.
Really, we're above the table question.
My notes are about Sosei and also a pass. Is that the pass?
Yes.
My note doesn't make sense.
Sure. I was going to tell Morty something. He's gone. That is mad unfortunate.
Well, he had his chance.
Yeah, my only concern is just traveling in the vast open to the north.
God,
to
that's
get to
so
Sosei.
weird.
It's okay, Morty. We still love you.
I can hear you guys, but it's like you're all talking through, like, on the other end of a tunnel.
But it's your tunnel.
Yeah, it's like, you know, those
We're talking with the cups and the string.
Yeah, exactly. Like those things at the playground where there's one on opposite ends of the playground and you could speak through it.
Playing a game of telephone.
That's but I mean, I can hear you guys.
Just something to tell Morty, I suppose, about his deal with Celeste. One of the keepers, or the people that hold her parts of her soul, is supposedly in Sosei.
Oh, well. Do I know that? Did I know that?
She kind of gave you a running location of most of their locations.
Actually, that's right. Now that I remember, I was the one suggesting we go to Sosei pretty early on. So yeah, I'm on board. I also have business there, is all I say.
Excellent.
All right, Kaiser Soze it is.
Yay! Did we convince the elder and the younger to come with us?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, didn't really convince the elder, but the younger told him that that's how it's going to be.
Yeah. Do I get an insight, a passive insight, that she's the one who truly makes the decisions?
We saw it physically.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you all are pretty, like, you had a decent guess on who she might be.
Mm-hmm.
And so you can probably make an educated guess. It's like, no, she's the one in charge. He just makes a lot of the decisions based on her safety.
Well, I just say, that my duty will always be, and I'm not looking at the elf or the younger elf when I say this, I'm just kind of saying this so they can hear it, that everyone can hear it. My duty will always be to this nation. That is, I live and die by the success of this country, no matter who's in charge.
Well, hopefully it'll still be
Well,
at least an Alaquinian in charge by the end of this war.
while Emmerich is giving his impassioned speech, Elena casts thaumaturgy and has it play the first couple bars of the national anthem.
That's fucking hysterical.
I wish I had the feat. There's a feat called Inspiring Speech that I say an inspiring speech and it gives everyone temporary hit points. But I don't have that feat, unfortunately. Maybe one day. Wink, wink, hint, hint in the future.
That's that feat is great flavorfully, but like mechanically, it's so awful.
Yeah, flavorfully, it's good. It's great, but it gives you guys like 5 temp HP.
Bad
It just doesn't scale very well.
Can I make a D20 roll just to see how successful the speech was? And if I get higher than a certain number, can I give everybody like +2 temp HP?
You can roll a percentile die for me.
Oh, okay, I can do that. Hold on. And a D10. What do I gotta beat here, buddy?
Nothing really to beat. Just just roll and tell me what you roll.
I got an 86.
As you speak, the holy symbol for your goddess, the moon god, glows brightly, and at the same time, the little thing that Celeste gave you also begins glowing with like an equally powerful celestial vibe, and everyone gets a lovely like 5 temporary HP.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
But they're also it feels weird that the little emblem coin thing that Celeste gave you started glowing in your pocket, like almost burning with celestial energy.
I reach my hand and I grab it and I look at it.
Can I get inspiration off that?
Does anything happen?
I mean, it hurts. I mean, you don't lose any HP. It burns. And as you're looking at it, so you know how there's the face of a coin and the back of a coin? The face of the coin changes to match your target, and the back tells you the location of Sose.
Oh shit! That's not in game. That's cool. That's really cool. I just look at it, flip it around, flip it back, and then I just put it back in my pocket. I don't tell anybody what I saw.
That'd be the coolest fucking coin you've ever had.
Mm-hmm. I silently
giggle like a schoolgirl.
I silently reaffirm my promise to Celeste as I put the coin. Actually, could I make it into a necklace?
You could. However, there is one more important thing about the image that comes over it.
What?
It is the image of someone that you recognize.
Oh.
It is the face. It's the face of one of the people on your list.
Oh, fuck yeah. Ooh.
It is the face of Prince Vostok.
Didn't the queen say I could... Didn't the queen say I have full right to just kill the guy if I could?
I believe she said that she would prefer if you, didn't, but if you had...
No, I remember her saying it was her friend specifically that she didn't want me to kill, and that she didn't really care what I did with the prince.
She was very much adamant about her staying alive.
Yeah.
Vostok, if you have to kill him, she won't be upset with you. But if you are capable of bringing him in alive, she would also be appreciative of that. So it's really due at your discretion.
Well, my character is suddenly filled with a sense of passion and purpose that he hasn't really felt in a long time.
It is time to go to Sose.
Yeah, my note says her son we not told.
We weren't told to not kill him. It's just, it's on the table. It's an option.
It was just a preference.
Cessair was a preference to, not kill her and bring her in.
Yeah, the queen asked us.
I love how that rolls off the tongue. Spare Cessair.
Well, I guess, is this a good stopping point for us then?
This would certainly be an acceptable stopping point if you would all like to rest, I suppose. I think it's like 11 o'clock for you guys.
Damn near.
No, it's early for me.
Well, yeah, Morty and I are in the same time zone.
Yep.
Yeah.
This would be a good stopping point if you would like to stop, because yeah.
I just think it's a good general stopping point if we're about to leave town to go onward into the adventure.
If you have,
we could get some provisions or buy some what little provisions this village can offer us, but that's all I can think of.
Yeah.
All right, Dan.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much for listening tonight. We will be hopefully live again next Thursday, which is the 15th of September.
Full reference.
Everyone,
you guys do know.
Thank you so much.
The path to
Make sure you like
Sose
and subscribe. And if you ever want to catch it live,
dangerous.
catch it on twitch.tv/name
as you are going right by the pass again.
And if you want to watch any of my other content, please feel free to watch the other videos on YouTube as well as my.
So there's a chance that you'll run into Imperial patrols and
on Twitch as well. Thank you again.
Supply wagons that you have to hide from.